Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. I hope you're doing well. I am quite good. Man, Kansas State lost on Saturday night at BYU. It's kind of predictable. In fact, our own Ryan Gilbert did predict that. He does a pregame prediction behind our paywall for our VIP members, kind of a pregame breakdown and what his score is. He thought K-State would lose. Not by as much as they did, but he saw this one coming. Before the game, we said they had to go 5-2 over their last 7. We haven't changed that, and I'll get into that right after I remind you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up, leave those comments. We appreciate you helping our algorithm and our growth. So they've lost. They had to go 5-2, so now they have to go 5-1, and let's pop up those final 6 games and take a look at it and why this is so tangible as long as they win Monday night at Utah. And that's right, I typically don't do daily deliveries on the day of the game, because they kind of get old, but this is about the whole schedule. Monday night, Utah, 8 p.m., ESPN2. They got to get this. They got to rebound from that loss at BYU, turn around and get their rival on their home court. Keep in mind, Utah's flying high after beating Kansas in Salt Lake City on Saturday. Can the Utes back it up with a Kansas sweep? Meanwhile, on Tuesday, KU will go to BYU. Let's look at the rest of the schedule, though. They've got 3 at home and 2 on the road before the Big 12 tournament. Arizona State and Colorado are the next 2 home games. They are both 3 p.m. games on Sundays. That's right, they play on Sundays, the next 2 home games. In between there or after those games, they go to a Wednesday road trip at UCF on the 26th and then on March 5th to Cincinnati. And they wrap up the regular season with Iowa State for Senior Day, an afternoon game on CBS on March 8th. This is an intriguing schedule because if you look at it, they need to get 5 wins. And I just said they need to start with Utah. There's 1. And then Arizona State, UCF, Colorado, and Cincinnati are all winnable games, but with a twist. 3 of those games, including the Utah game, are on the road. Can Kansas State really win 3 out of 5 on the road, but win the other 2 at home? These are all tough tests. All of them in the Big 12 get a little dicey. Maybe the only one I would feel somewhat secure about is Colorado coming in a couple of weeks to Bramlage Coliseum. But even the Buffaloes found a way to win their first game of the season over the weekend, Big 12 game of the season. And then, of course, it all will culminate in the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. But if you're a Kansas State fan, you want your work mostly to be done. If you carry that, 18-13 record into Kansas City, yeah, you're probably on the bubble. I don't know that you're in, even though you've had a lot of wins. Maybe that alone. Maybe winning 11 out of 12 gets you in and before that Iowa State game. And maybe winning 11 out of 13 gets you in. I don't know. They probably do want to win a game in Kansas City, but I don't know if it's entirely necessary. We'll see. But with all that said, if they want a legitimate shot to not have to make a huge run in Kansas City to get into the NCAA tournament, winning tonight at Utah and following that with 4 more wins is almost essential. Because I got to tell you, folks, Iowa State's going to come screaming in to Bramlage Coliseum on Senior Day and want to ruin K-State's party. That seems to be their role lately. Sadly, they're pretty good at it. We'll talk to you tomorrow after Kansas State, Utah. And of course, we'll have full coverage at GoPowercat.